Morning world. Just thought, something I've been thinking about this morning. Just wondering, what if you had one day or one moment left in your life, and you've been working on everything up to that point in order to share it with the world, and so you then realize that you only have that one day left. You will not have a chance to deliver everything. And basically, it becomes a question of, and now you have only one source. And that one source is, maybe it's the individual that is caring for you at the moment, or maybe it is the social media, or it is just some place or some environment where you can share that moment, but it's not on the time and the date and everything you had planned for when you thought about that vision or that idea, that thing that you were building or working on your entire life. What if you have one moment, one individual, one venue, and you know this is it for you? And you know this is it for you. What would you do? What would you do? I feel like many of us don't ever think like that. I'm not saying today is your last day. It's not your last day, obviously, but you don't know that. You do not know that. So how do we almost live like we plan our life every day as if we have a contract with the planet? Like we know when we're gonna leave. We don't know that. And if we knew, I'm sure we probably would do the same thing that we do today, which is, I get to it when I get to it. And I'm saying this because this is something I'm thinking about for me personally. I'm still trying to figure out, how do I live every day as if it was my last? How do I do everything? I mean, everything that I'm involved in as if it was my last day. So if I'm whatever energy that I'm putting towards it, I know for sure that I'm doing the best that I can, whether it's for me or for anyone else. How do I do that? How do we do that? It's a challenge, and I always want to remind myself to do that, to live like it's my last day, to do everything like it is the last time I'm ever gonna do it. But every time I get there, every time I'm ready to act, it's almost like there's a map. It just deletes everything that I had started with. All the motivations, all the notes, everything that you save up in order to do the things right. Once you start doing the thing that you were planning to do, everything you had saved up kind of disappears, right? And you're just there, and then after it's done, you're like, oh well, that's just life. But it's not really life. It's just we're not disciplined. I'm not disciplined, and I just realized that. Like, you gotta be disciplined. You gotta, whatever you do, you gotta put in the energy. You gotta put in the courage, the love, whatever it is that you have accumulated. You gotta use it. You can't shortchange anything. If you're gonna shortchange it, don't do it. Like, don't do it. Because I feel like that's your work. That's your life is work. Anything you're doing is your life is work, because that's how you get there. You wouldn't be doing it otherwise. This is not the time for a vision, and if it's that vision, you do it the same way you would do the little thing. Like the little thing that you'll be doing, the same way you do is the way you do the bigger thing, the vision. And so it is how you must look at it, and I think that's how I'm seeing it now. That the reason why I'm not doing 100% of everything at 100% is because some of the things I look at them as if they were smaller than the main things. But nothing is smaller. Everything is big in that moment. On a bigger scale, everything obviously is big. But in a smallest scale, even those little things are big. And so we gotta look at it that way. I have to begin looking at it that way. And I was just thinking about it, you know, how if this is it, if nobody is gonna see me again, let's say nobody sees me again, you know, it's my last day. I think it was Steve Jobs, and I don't think it was his direct quote, but he said that one thing that woke him up is when he realized that there's one moment. You gotta live it as if it was your last. You gotta do everything as if it was your last time to do it. And in many cases, it is true. Nothing is ever done the same way twice. So anything and everything you do is only done once. Anything and everything you do is only done once. And every other time you do it, you have different experience, different understanding, and so you're a different person. Even if you're doing the exact same thing, it is no longer you doing it. So live every moment, do everything, and be who you are every time as if you were the last time living. And you are. Because every other moment, it's no longer you. It's just you with different knowledge, meaning you have grown and you can no longer be the same again. I was just thinking, you know, we kind of don't ever appreciate that these gifts that we have, life, you know, consciousness, this thing is bigger than we tend to realize. And it's not to put any to push people to start thinking heavily about what they must do. But no, this is supposed to be easy and able to bring it to you without having to force it. But as you do that, also you have to know that it's your job, it's your task, it's your reason for being. And so do it as if it was your last, because it is your last. Every moment is your last. Every particular second is your last second. Every breath you take is your last. Because the next breath, the next voice, the next thought that you have never will sound, never will have the same energy as the last. Because every moment is different. Everything is different. You are different. Life is different. Air, water, everything that is about energy is different in every moment. So do that, and hopefully I can do that too. I love you all.